right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Indianapolis Colts. This will be taken short. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And Ingram hauls it in. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Now Ridley. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Aaron Lynch. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Hey, check one.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd and 5. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. O'Shane Zimenez able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Leo!
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10. Down at the 33. They go play action now. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrich Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's go. Get it.
Now it's Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They run with Hines. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 60 or. Go. Hey, exit. Ready.
On first down, Hines. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
2nd and 9 now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Watch out. Check. Fresno.
Play action. It's Wilson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You hit horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give, right side. It's Hines. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll set up to throw. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
This is Hines. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Giants' 21-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They're running it. Hey, Charlie.
2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Hines. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
At the 7-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, what's the block?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Rowe. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
They'll run with Ridley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He'll air this one toward Coleman, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Corey Coleman. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead.
Let's go, Swanee. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Single. Come on, single.
Wilson now Throwing again. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now back to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Intended for Paris Campbell. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll run on first down. Hines. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Coleman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19.
26 yards. That's another Colts. First down.
Ready? 8, read.
First and 10 at the
Rock
19-yard
it,
line.
rock it. Come on, QB, come on. Check 9, check 9. Check. Roll out. Crunch. Hit it.
On first down, it's Hines. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They run again with Hines. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. 56. Rip left, rip left. Let's go.
Back to throw here. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Set up, 30 base. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. There goes.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
I got it. You go tight. You 6'6", pull it high. Hey, check 24, check 24. Hey, watch it, watch it. Slam, slam, slam. Shoot.
They'll try to run with Hines. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. This is 3rd and goal, and this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This is 3rd and goal, and this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Check. Look at me. Go. Safety's creeping. Watch the safety creep. Hey, Sam off. Watch twins. Yes. Stay at home. Five.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hines, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Free on Bonnie Calhoun, a sack coming off the corner blitz. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. He's going to find Gallup here complete. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Rosas puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. Campbell making the catch. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Go, 10 Lobo.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. This to Hines on the drop-off. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have to find routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Coming to smooth. Here we go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing is Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Sponge, hit it.
They begin the drive with Hines. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Got it.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Going to give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 39.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line.
Here we go. 8 reads. Crunch time, defense.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, it's Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
Ready? 30 base. Hey, Echo. Get it.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game. Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Wilson to throw again. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. Throwing again here, Wilson. On the left side, Gallup's got it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st down, Wilson. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready up. Hard. Bring it. Check 3. Ready.
On 3rd down, Hines. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute... That should just about seal it.
Let's go. Come on.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. Hey, we got 53.
Wilson to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Charles, we